The ceremony is about to commence. We kindly ask that your mobile phone be switched off or on silent mode until the end of our ceremony. In case of an emergency, please remain calm and follow the instructions of the venue ushers who will ensure your safety. We now welcome our Real World graduates.
Hi, I'm Anne Sherry. I'm the Chancellor of QUT. I'm delighted to welcome you to your graduation ceremony and warmly congratulate you on being here today. As well as being a milestone for you, this occasion is a very important one for the university. To recognise that, this ceremony is modelled on the traditions of medieval European universities that date back 1,000 years. So we have a mace to symbolise authority, a Latin anthem, and academic dress styled in the traditions of that earlier time. More significantly at QUT, we celebrate the much older culture of the traditional owners of the land on which QUT stands, the Turrbal and Yagara people, whose customs and ceremonies date back more than 40,000 years. We pay our respects to their elders, laws, customs, and creation spirits. We have sought to deepen and expand the way in which you, as future decision makers, respect and value the precious contributions of those who've lived in this place for countless generations. As you have all discovered, QUT is a place where you've learnt new ways of thinking and doing. It's a place where you've been challenged to leave your comfort zone, to be bold and learn the practical skills you need to take the next steps in your career. And so I congratulate all of you on showing great commitment, courage, and achievement in qualifying to graduate today. Not only have you achieved academically, for many of you, coming to university may have required you to leave home, travel to a new country, or even persuade your inner voice or sceptical families that going to university would be worth the sacrifices. Just last year, more than 10,000 students graduated from QUT, joining the almost 300,000 professionals who are part of our global alumni network, of which I'm also a proud member. We look forward to welcoming many more students to QUT and supporting them while they study with us, as we have with you. We also look forward to supporting them in their chosen careers, whether in business, law, science, engineering, art, teaching, nursing, or many of the other pathways open to our graduates. I strongly encourage you to stay connected to QUT through our alumni network and to take advantage of the many networking and professional development opportunities it has to offer. For this is only the beginning of your journey. As you walk across the stage today, think about how far you've come. I know your friends and family are proud of you for the hard work you've put into completing your degree, and so are we. Once more, I extend my sincere congratulations, and we wish you every success for the future.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Margaret Shield, Vice-Chancellor of QUT. Today we celebrate the excellence of your achievements, the commitment you brought to your learning, and the dedication and perseverance you showed through every challenge. You chose our university because you wanted the real-world skills that industry demands. Today, surrounded by proud family and friends, either in the room or supporting you from afar, you stand before us as qualified professionals and emerging leaders ready to make meaningful contributions in your chosen fields. You have mastered complex disciplines while managing work, family, and personal responsibilities. You learn from and alongside researchers addressing our most pressing global challenges: climate science, healthcare innovation, and transformative technologies. And you achieved your qualification on lands that have served as places of teaching and learning for thousands of years, joining an unbroken tradition of scholarship and discovery. QUT is an ambitious, world-class university ranked amongst the top 200 globally. Our cutting-edge research in technology and innovation distinguishes us, but our true distinction lies in real-world graduates like you. Each project and placement has prepared you to enter your careers with confidence, and you now join a distinguished network of alumni, leaders in industry, innovators in research, and champions of positive change. As you embark upon your next chapter and go on to achieve remarkable things, remember you will also be judged by the care and compassion you show for others and the way in which you use your knowledge in the service for a greater purpose. On behalf of the entire QUT community, I sincerely congratulate you on your graduation and wish you all the best for what lies ahead.
Guests and graduates, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
Please be seated. I'm Distinguished Professor Patsy Yates, Executive Dean for the Faculty of Health, and I'm delighted to be your host for today's graduation ceremony. In commencing today's proceedings, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land with a Welcome to Country video.
Bulka be Bulka, welcome in the language of the Yagara people. We acknowledge the Turrbal and Yagara peoples as the First Nation owners of the lands of where QUT now stands. For thousands of years, the Turrbal and Yagara people have gathered along the banks of Maiwa, the Brisbane River, to share their knowledge and stories. We pay our respects to their elders, laws, customs, and creation spirits. We recognise that these lands where QUT now stands have always been places of teaching, researching and learning. We acknowledge the important role Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people play within our QUT community. From Moreton Bay inland as far as the Great Dividing Range near Warwick and Toowoomba, as far north as the Caboolture River, including the lands around Brisbane City, Meanjin. Yura yura yinala, balka bi balka, nganguru maramakoro nganya birali, nganya bayam. Welcome to the traditional country of the Turrbal and Yagara people.
Graduation is an important part of the fabric of university life, and in today's ceremony we'll confer more than 210 degrees. In addition to today's formal proceedings, it's also an opportunity for us to celebrate and reflect on the personal achievements of all of our graduates and join very warmly and genuinely in their celebration. We'd particularly like to welcome those who are live streaming from around the world. I believe our graduates would be the first to admit that while graduation celebrates their individual success, their accomplishments would not be possible without the strong support networks throughout their studies. As such, today's celebration also recognises the significant contributions of family, friends, university staff, and many other people throughout the wider community. We have a large ceremony today, so we'll have a short musical interlude during the proceedings. Presiding over today's ceremony is Professor Margaret Shiel, AO, and it is now my pleasure to invite them to certify the awards and certificates.
On behalf of the University and the Chancellor, Miss Anne Sherry, AO, I add to you all my very warm welcome. I also acknowledge our host, distinguished Professor Patsy Yates, Professor Nick Brown, Head of School of Clinical Sciences, members of the QUT Council, QUT staff, our student representative Taylor Nobes, and family and friends. But most importantly, I welcome you, our graduates, whose achievements we celebrate today. I also add my acknowledgement of the traditional owners of the land where QUT in this venue stands, the Turrbal and the Yagara people. And I call again on distinguished Professor Patsy Yates to certify the eligibility of graduates to be awarded their qualifications.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to inform you that the graduates who will be presented to you or who are nominated for awards in absentia are entitled to be admitted to degrees and have awards conferred upon them. I certify to you and to the University that they have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for their awards.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the QUT University Council, I will admit to degrees and confer awards upon those qualified graduates in attendance today. I also admit to degrees and confer awards upon those qualified graduates who are listed on the graduations webpage and who have been unable to attend this ceremony in person.
Vice-Chancellor, I now have pleasure calling on Ms Marie Clancy to present today's graduates.
Vice-Chancellor, I have much pleasure in presenting to you graduates in the Faculty of Health to be admitted to degrees. For the Bachelor of Health Studies, Shanae Garrett. For the Bachelor of Health Information Management, Mariana Booth. Maxine Kuhn. For the Bachelor of Health Information Management with Distinction, Elizabeth Barrett. Wing K. Chan. Trina Le. Dakam Lee. Valeria Nesterenko. For the Bachelor of Paramedic Science, Heavenly Ayard. Nathan Buckwee. Jacob Barron. Charlize Barron. Caitlin Billinghurst. Henry Chettle. Kimberly Corby. Philip Davies. Alexandra Dixon. Benjamin Dixon. William Dodd. Alexandra Ford. Brooklyn Gilbert. Rowan Gorey. Liam Gray. Jaden Hall. Sean Harkin. Michaela Holstead. Sarah Horrocks. Alec Ishizaka. Molly James. Om Kalkani. Fernando Lara Munoz. Patrick Lavin. Luca Lenarduzzi. Catriana Lennis. Ainsley Matheson. Caitlin Mays. Benjamin McCauley. Scout McDonald. Emma Metcalf. Freya Milne. Zaid Norton-Smith. Callum O'Shea. Oscar Parr. Abby Robinson. Brianna Roger. Carlene Ryan. Lachlan Schubert. Jessica Schultz. Louis Fons. Susan Strudwick. Lydia Swift. Kayla Jane Thompson. Angelina Tignani. Cecilia Tran. Julia Unterberger. Sarah Williamsons. Alexandra Ward. Emilia Woodard. Angela Jong. For the Bachelor of Paramedic Science with distinction, Alicia Armitage. Jude Armstrong. Emily Ashford. Amelie Badcock. Alexis Baldwin. Mackenzie Batterham. Jessica Beattie. Rachel Burns. Thomas Catons. Lachlan Carter. Ethan Christensen. Nicholas Conrad. Jessica Crammond. Daniel DiStasi. Sean Dixon. Taru Eliza. Holly Ann Field. Kayla Fife. Thomas Gibbs. Amber Glenn. Tully Kogan. Alicia Goodrich. Chloe Harney. Caitlin Hamill. Timothy Harry. Robert Hems. Will Henderson. Jacinta Hills. Deborah Holloway Hill. Nicholas Horton. Madison Johnston. Lavanya Kanagarathan. Georgia Kenaway. Layla Kishi. Jasper Knight. Isabella Lyons. Lily McKay. Carolyn Marshall. Jade McKyle. Taylor Murphy. Manika Nadin. Abby Nelson. Taylor Nobes. Riley Putt. Taylor Rasmussen. Marlena Redwick. Kaylee Rickard. Alexander Roberts. Benjamin Roberts. Madison Ryan. Harry Solano. Thomas Stokes. Emily Timmings. Amanda Turner. Callan Van Wyk. Kayla Watling. Saskia Wiebusch. Aidan Williams. Vice-Chancellor, we will now have a brief musical interlude performed by Angel Strings. This will be followed by further presentation of awards. Vice-Chancellor, we will now, Vice-Chancellor, I have much pleasure in presenting to you graduates for the Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Behavioural Science, Psychology. Jada Anstey. Renee Birking. Dimity Davidson. Ashley Fitzgerald. Sophie Hansen. Taringwanasher Mushaiwa. Lana Ortlip. For the Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Behavioural Science Psychology with distinction, Vijana Adal. Billy Peters. Timothy Rosbach. Mia Searle. Rhiannon Wood. For the Bachelor of Nursing with distinction, Bachelor of Behavioural Science Psychology with distinction, Madeline Trin. For the Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Paramedic Science, Molly Bradshaw. Jennifer Drake. Sophia Duve. Jaden Lawong Tu. Gemma Ray. For the Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Paramedic Science with distinction, Kate Andrews. For the Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Public Health with distinction, Alana Gill. Sophie Lyle. For the Graduate Certificate in Digital Health Leadership and Management, Michaela Robertson. G. Tan. For the Graduate Certificate in Emergency and Disaster Management, Tracy Doherty. Jason Hall. Joan Sorlinup. For the Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, Chen Chi Chong. Erin Coote. For the Master of Gerontology, Hache James. Daphne Machaviniaka. Karen Pachetta. For the Master of Geontology with Distinction, Jackie Haynes. For the Master of Health Management and Leadership, Ahmed Aliami. Narantul Bataya. Cameron Davies. Kalyani Devi Middathana. Scott Nash. Adra Rajan. Mohammed Sundra Ragathnathan. Emery Rosson. Ashin Sebastian. Pooja Soji. Nikita Ketsil Suresh Kumar. Christopher Allen Tabankang. For the Master of Health Management and Leadership with Distinction, Gauri Krishnakumar. For the Master of Health, Safety and Environment, Zainab Ashwahin. Kauthar Ali Alawad. Aka Basu. Mahia Kasemi. Punsani Maveza. Fatima Mogumi. Aditi Satish Kumar Rothod. Nahid Sultana. For the Bachelor of Health Information Management, Mari Lewis. For the Bachelor of Paramedic Science, Skylar Fick. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of all graduates and awards.
Graduates, on behalf of the University Council and staff, I offer you my very warm congratulations. Whatever you do beyond today, remember this is a lifelong journey. Do it with purpose, with integrity and pride, and know that QUT will be here for you. I would now like to call on Professor Nick Brown to introduce today's student speaker.
Vice-Chancellor, we invite a small number of students who have combined academic excellence with service to the university, community to deliver the address on behalf of the graduating cohort. Today's speaker, Taylor Nobes, undertook the Bachelor of Paramedic Science with distinction and has participated in a range of activities. Taylor, originally from Adelaide, is part of the graduate entry stream of the paramedicine cohort. After completing a Bachelor of Health and Medical Science Advanced and a graduate certificate in Disability Studies, she chose to pursue paramedicine at QUT with encouragement from colleagues at South Australian Ambulance. During her studies, she has aimed to make the most of opportunities, including QAS simulations, the KGM or JM Symposium, peer leading and supporting first-year tutorials. In 2025, Taylor served as the Graduate Entry Representative on the SPU Committee and with her peers helped mentor the incoming graduate cohort. She received a Dean's Commendation of Academic Excellence in Semester 1, 2025. She is a 2025 Rotary Pharos Health Grant recipient, using the grant to further her rural education. She also travelled to New Zealand to an inaugural international placement with the Hato Hone St John. It is my honour and pleasure to ask Taylor Nobes to come forward to address us.
Thank you, Professor Nick, and distinguished guests for this opportunity. I extend a warm welcome to my fellow graduates, QUT staff, family and friends that have travelled from far and wide to celebrate and commemorate our graduating class today. It is an absolute honour to stand in front of all of you this morning. Writing this speech really threw me for a curveball, continually rewriting and changing what I wanted to say because nothing felt right. Not wanting to be cliche, yet but wanting to inspire and be reflective of the struggles that we have faced. Reflecting on the past 2 years here at QUT, they certainly have not been easy. Doing an accelerated version of already an academically demanding degree was at times diabolical. The expectation of perfection was set from day one. As the weeks went on, it became clear that we were all treading water and no one was truly swimming. In addition to a cyclone, the roll-on effects of COVID through an online curriculum and trying to fit 15 weeks of placement into 1 year, all whilst trying to live and work, would for many be impossible. The support and guidance from our tutors made the impossible possible. On a personal note, studying interstate to become a paramedic has been one of the most challenging, although rewarding periods in my life. Stepping away from the security of family, friends, and my routine has been overwhelming, and the homesickness has often taken my breath away. Trying to build a social network from scratch has not been easy, and I doubted that I would ever find my place. However, with time, the connections that I have made at QUT have turned into friendships, and without a doubt, my support system and I will forever be grateful to the university and the people who have come into my life during the past 2 years. The truth is, however, most of us are relieved we've just made it to the end. The early placements, the late night study sessions, group assignments that tested our patience, and the kind of stress that had us questioning every life choice that we've made. Despite this, we'll miss the dedication, passion, and boundless knowledge of every tutor, convener, and administrator from the Faculty of Health who have made learning at QUT such a rewarding and memorable experience. Some of you started your degree because you wanted a new beginning. Some of you wanted stability, purpose, or a challenge. And some of you simply wanted to prove to yourselves or to someone else that you could do it. Healthcare doesn't attract ordinary people. It attracts the ones who can stay steady when everyone else is losing the plot. The ones who run towards the problem, not away from it. And today, that is us. In healthcare, you don't need to be perfect. We are human and do make mistakes. We cannot be expected to know everything. You'll deal with fear, with confusion, with families who Google everything, and with people who expect instant miracles. You'll also deal with gratitude so genuine, it catches you off guard, and with small victories that make the tough days worth it. And if you can do all of that, which you've proven you can, you'll flourish. So today isn't just about celebrating the qualification. It is about acknowledging the grit, the discipline, and the refusal to back down that carried you here. It is about recognizing you've built the skills that will make a real difference in places where difference is so desperately needed. So congratulations to the graduating class of 2025.
Thank you, Taylor, for that really thoughtful and inspiring address, and congratulations again on your outcomes here at QUT. So it's been a lovely ceremony, and family and friends, we're almost come to the end. I suspect that some of you would have been told by your graduate that you were not to cheer or whistle, and basically not to be too noisy. Well, I think now is our time to make as much noise as possible to congratulate our graduate today. Thanks everyone. So before I close, I'd like to thank all the wonderful staff who've arranged this graduation and assisted us today. It's not an easy job and we thank them for all the work that they do. I now close by extending my personal congratulations and those of the university to all of our graduates and our best wishes to their assembled family, friends and supporters. So if we could ask now people to stay seated, staff will assist graduates and family and friends to leave safely. So if you just remain at your seats until the academic procession has left the stage. So graduates, family and friends, congratulations again, and if you all could please now stand as the academic procession leaves the stage and now go out and celebrate.